Welcome you all. Hallo Leute. I just wanted to welcome also specifically my German subscribers, which comment quite a lot on the group sets. This is Danny from Sigbiker Studio, and today we cover the Ultegra R8000, the newest Ultegra group set. There is still the 6800 on the market. You can still buy it. And I'm gonna just point out some main changes, main updates, new technologies, features on the newest group sets. Just remind ourselves, we have already covered the Claris, Sora, Tiagra and 105. So Claris 8-speed, Sora 9-speed, Tiagra 10-speed, and then 105 11-speed. 11-speed being the sweet spot for those who want to race, train, want to have the group set compatible with other 11-speed parts. So Ultegra and Derailleur will be compatible with 105. You can check it out on the compatibility charts. And the Ultegra will have some very interesting features. There's one thing I would even upgrade from 105 to Ultegra if you are riding on the rough roads, or if you are having maybe a gravel bike or the cyclocross bike. So about that just in the second. First off, just as we do it, let's start with some bikes examples. Here it is, the badass looking Orbea Orca Aero M20 team. This is 2018 because the group set is 2018 Ultegra R8000. So the Aero road bikes can be equipped with this group set. You can race on this. You can win Tour de France on this group set. There's no question about it even. So aero bikes for sure, the climbing racing bikes as well, endurance bikes also. The other type of the bike that can be equipped with Ultegra, there you go. This is the Feld B14, 14 or 16. I always forget that. This is the 14. The links are in the description. Very cool price. And you've got some Ultegra with FSA and microshift, the triathlon specific shifters. So triathlon bikes, Ultegra, yes, yes, and yes. And the third one, there you go. This is the Scott Addict Gravel version or just different models. So Addict Gravel bike, really cool bike. You can see G1's tires on it. You can see the disc brakes, Ultegra disc brakes with some nice shifters, and also the aero looking cockpit and the drivetrain from Ultegra. So what are the main changes on the Ultegra comparing to 105? This is interesting because now we are talking about three group sets which will be compatible: 105, Ultegra and Derailleur. These are 2x11 speed. There is no triple crankset in the front. There is no flat bar version for the shifters. We only have this like road race specific combos or STIs. And what changes? There is much more like significant changes in terms of the weight savings between Ultegra and 105 than 105 and Tiagra. Especially if you look at the Cassette, there will be some changes. I'm going to show you that just in a second. So you are saving some more weight. It does not make you faster, believe me. It won't. It just won't. But if money is not the problem for you, why not go for Ultegra? If you think like Derailleur is crazy price, but Ultegra is just expensive, but you have the money, buy Ultegra. There is some nice features. So let's start with number one and the most important for me. That's the rear derailleur. The rear derailleur now is the Shadow one. And this is a real improvement. This is no BS like technology coming from MTB to road. The Shadow rear derailleur will have lower profile, which is cool. If you hit the bike and crashes on the road, on the criteriums, are very often, in my opinion, more often than, it's not the opinion, it is more often than on the MTB races. So it is less likely that you will damage the derailleur, so you will be able probably to go on. And also, maybe even more important for me, the springs on this derailleur are much stiffer than on the 105 on the non-shadow derailleurs, and that makes this derailleur perfect for cobblestones, perfect for gravel bikes, and perfect for cyclocross bikes. I mean, maybe for cyclocross bikes, the cyclocross specific SRAM components would be better, but the Shadow rear derailleur, that's something I would like to see on any bike that has to go through some bumpy terrain. So this is really improvement. If I was to improve or upgrade anything from 105 to Ultegra, that would be the rear derailleur. That would be it. Okay. Then we've got the Caliper Brakes, which are now dual pivot symmetrical. We already have it on the 105, right? So the symmetrical ones. There is also the direct mount version, the version for the behind or under the bottom bracket. So all the newest bikes features will be covered by Ultegra. And here we have 28mm tires clearance, so you can use wider tires. 25 are now like a standard, but you can also have 28, which will be cool for endurance bikes and something like gravelly endurance all-road type of a bike. So this is it. The brakes are good, and the symmetrical dual pivot brakes versus the asymmetrical on Ultegra is really improving. But you already have it on the 105, and there is also the direct mount on the 105. So just know that 105 has it. The cassette, that's something I want to show you. Let's see right here. Okay, so the Ultegra will be the first one to get the carbon spider arm. So if we look at the our Ultegra is the 8000. This is the older one, the 8000. So the 8000 is also here. It has one carbon spider arm and one aluminum spider arm. Okay, so two spiders. One is carbon, one is alloy, and the gears, all the sprockets are steel. These are not titanium gear. Okay, so the steel sprockets, and these are nickel plated. And if we look at the 105 5800, that's the newest one. It has no carbon spider arm. It will have one aluminum spider arm. So no carbon there. It's just heavier. And then comparing Ultegra to Derailleur will get the titanium gears, and this will be the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So the 5 largest sprockets will be made of titanium. Not that durable, but lighter. So Derailleur is not the cassette for training, it is for racing. If you wanna have some weight savings, you have those. By the way, Derailleur group sets will shave some 330 grams comparing to Ultegra mechanical. It's not much, it's no difference. If you are going for a couple of weeks of racing on Tour de France, it can make you some energy savings, otherwise not really. So that's it. Then the crankset looks pretty much the same, like same design on the Ultegra and Derailleur, and the 105 is different down to Claris. These will be very, very similar. Now crankset, I don't like the shifting on the crankset. There is too few upshifting pins on it, and I'm showing you that on my first ride Ultegra R8000, but very, very soon I'm gonna do the full review of it, like test of it, and perhaps tomorrow, on just in 2 days, you're gonna have the comparison between shifting Ultegra R8000 and Shimano 105 5800. So that's basically it. We've got also the hydraulic brakes, of course, but the shifters for those are amazingly done. So these are not so bulky anymore, just as on the lower group sets. These look pretty nice as for the hydraulic brakes, and this is something that will just look nice on your bike. Let's have it enlarged. Okay, this is just same size, but anyway, you wouldn't say, sorry, this is one. You wouldn't say that you're having the hydraulic brakes from the distance here. So this is nice looking, and the rotors look also very, very cool. Shifters, there is some difference between Derailleur and Ultegra, and of course Ultegra and 105. Let's start with Derailleur versus Ultegra. Ultegra doesn't have the multi-bearing construction. We've got the bushings here. Okay, so left and right on the Derailleur will have multi-bearing construction, and the Ultegra operates on bushings. You won't feel the difference, in my opinion, maybe at all, if you have clean housings and cables. I often say that. And in terms of the material, the carbon material is only on the Derailleur. So the main lever, the biggest lever, braking lever and shifting lever, is made of carbon versus carbon fiber reinforced polymer on the Ultegra. And then if we compare it to 105, the 105 will have glass fiber reinforced polymer instead of carbon fiber reinforced, with the aluminum main lever, just as all the lower Groupsets. So this is it. Interesting thing is that the Ultegra R8000 is a bit heavier than the previous Ultegra, but it has some features which are worth the penalty, the weight penalty. But the hydraulic brakes are lighter. Okay, these are the main things. These are really the main things I would want to tell you. I don't really like the crankset, Ultegra crankset. Maybe not specifically Ultegra. I'm wondering about Derailleur, how Derailleur would work, but this is not my favorite one. Now, would I upgrade from 105 to Ultegra? No. Would I upgrade the derailleur only, the rear derailleur only? Yes, I do like it. I like the way it operates. I'm having problems videotaping that for you because the video is so shaky. I'm riding fast on the cobblestones, changing the gears, but I'm gonna solve the problem and then upload the video tomorrow or just day after that. Okay, this is it. If you have further questions, put those below. There's also a topic on it on our forum if you wanna discuss the thing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Just the main thoughts at the end. The Ultegra R8000 gets the shadow rear derailleur, which has lower profile and stiffer springs, so it's more stable. We've got bigger weight savings versus 105 than 105 versus the Tiagra, but the previous Ultegra is a bit lighter. And then the newest has the 1134 cassette option and 28mm tires, clearance of the Caliper brakes. That's it. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.